Welcome to CNN Headline News, Cox Local Edition. I'm Tanya Hindert with Cox Communication. Our guest today is Jack Dale, Superintendent of Fairfax County Public Schools. Welcome, Jack.
Thank you.
Jack, we know that the school board recently adopted a new grading scale for the system. Can you please tell us a little bit about the new scale?
Yeah, we actually have three components in the new grading scale. One was the scale itself in changing from 94 and above to an A to now it's 90 and above being an A, with A minus being the 90, 93, and so on down through the line for B plus and B minus, et cetera. Bottom portion of it for failing grade didn't change at all, so we just did some more gradations. The other thing we did is we changed the weights for our students taking advanced placement and international baccalaureate programs to get an extra 1.0 on the boost on the grading scale. So if you had a B before, now you get an A in the class instead of a half-point scale or half-point bump. And then the final piece, which will be done soon, is adding additional weights for students taking honors classes. And that'll all be retroactive, so any child's transcript now will have all of those components all fleshed out, if you will, beginning next fall.
Now, do you feel that the new grading system is really going to help our students in Fairfax County with college admissions?
Well, we think probably on the admission side there will be no difference, because the admissions officers at colleges that we talked with basically said you're basically having Fairfax kids compete against Fairfax students because they're trying to get a geographic mix in their entering classes. So we don't think so much on admissions. We do think that it might have a positive impact on merit scholarships as well as being granted honors at admissions, because those tend to be more of a, here's your GPA, here's the SAT score, and it was a mechanical kind of calculation, which we think will have a positive impact on our students.
That's wonderful. And now we hear so much about the budget being tight. Can you tell us a little bit? I know next year the budget's coming up pretty soon. Can you give us what will be the difference in school next year?
Well, it's always interesting because we'll soon be planning the budget for the following year, but this particular next fall, which we haven't even seen yet, well, in Fairfax we have 800 fewer positions. We had to cut over $170 million worth of expenditures. So people will see larger class sizes. They're going to see less support in schools, larger counseling ratios, larger psychologist ratios, and just fewer people trying to do the things that they were doing before. But parents and students should definitely see larger class sizes this next fall.
After 2010, do you see like a brighter light in the horizon?
Well, when you're working with the county government officials, we still continue to think that the next year, the next fiscal year, which starts a little over a year from now, we think that likewise will be tight. Not as bad as it was this year, but it's going to take a while for the economy to recover and begin to generate sufficient revenues without having to significantly increase property taxes.
Yeah, a lot to do with the housing.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, and it seems to be coming up a little bit.
It does a little bit, and things are a little turning over more rapidly in the market, but the prices are still down much lower than they used to be.
Right. Now, springtime is testing time.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit what is happening for Fairfax County students?
Well, throughout the month of May, basically, we do testing in not only the Virginia Standards of Learning test, SOL testing, but it's also our advanced placement and international baccalaureate assessments that are going on. So we spend an awful lot of time assessing kids formally during the month of May. We do it informally throughout the school year to monitor progress and see how kids are doing, and then we can intervene and give them extra help where necessary. But by and large, we continue to see increased participation from our students in advanced placement, international baccalaureate. We have had about a 40% increase in those over the last 4 years. We're expecting a much larger increase this next year. So kids do really well in Fairfax, in large part because how good they are, as well as our teachers.
Thank you, Jack, for coming today.
Thanks.
And thank you for joining us at CNN Headline News, Cox Local Edition. I hope you have a wonderful day.